Here we're looking at the preliminary round judge master list. Up here in the top left corner, we have a button to enter new judges. And we have three simple fields: first name, last name, and category, which, just as on the student master list, can be operated via the dropdown or by typing. To edit a judge is the same process as on the student master list. You use the edit button and enter the judge ID, which is found here on the left side, and then hit OK, and it will preload the information for you to edit. One of the most important parts of the judge's master list is determining which judge judges which projects and which judge is with which other judges. On the info page, where you enter the different judging rooms for every category, that data is translated into different judging groups. So since there are 15 different judging rooms per category that are possible, there are also 15 different possible judging groups, since each group has its own room. So if the category for this first judge were individual paper, then the Excel would automatically generate a drop-down list here in the group category for individual paper, and it would list numbers from 1 to anywhere between 2 and 15, or it may also just list 1 if there's only one room selected on the info page. Every judge needs to be assigned a group, and this way you can seed judges and make sure that, for example, a parent isn't judging their own child. If we move down to our navigation down here, we go to the final round judge master list, which is 100% the same as the preliminary round judge master list, except there is no group drop-down column, because the point of the final round is obviously to have one judging group per category to judge the final round projects. If we go back down to our navigation again and go to the projects sheet, this is the area where we can sort the projects into different groups that correspond with the judging groups and the locations. The Excel will automatically populate drop-down menus in the group column that will correspond with the rooms, which also correspond with the judges. To edit these, we need to, on this sheet, since it's slightly more complicated, hit the Edit Groups button, and this window will come up and we can move it out of the way, and then go into the group column and select different groups for the projects via the drop-down menu. And like I said before, those will be between 1 and 15. On the project sheet, which is automatically populated, each project has one line, regardless of how many students are working together on that project. Once we're finished, we hit the OK button, and the Excel will take a few seconds and calculate the judging location in this column and the judging time in this column for every project. There's also a refresh button up here to refresh those two columns, because as you edit projects back on the student master list, the Excel doesn't always update for time concerns. Otherwise, the Excel would be very, very slow. And so after you've made any edits, you should always ensure that you come back to the projects list and hit the refresh button, which will take a few seconds to run, and then update all those values.